Hello, lords and ladies, and welcome to Nobility Nation. This indeed is, in fact, the very first episode, and I am so glad you're here. So, grab some snacks, sit back, relax, and we are going to start the very first episode of our hardcore series. So, I've loaded in, and I feel we're in a rather nice area as it is, but no one usually likes starting in spawns. So, I think the right thing to do would head to this forest, chop down some trees, sail the river, and see what we can find first. Once we do that, then I think we'll settle down and start collecting resources to actually build things. That would probably be the best and wisest decision to do, especially before nightfall. So, let's start with the basics, and I'll be right back once I'm on the river. There are already a good amount of mobs spawning in this area, so perfect timing to go on an expedition to find out what is beyond this river, and hopefully we'll find even better lands. I love sorry, I'm just getting over a little cold, but what I was trying to say before my voice croaked, I love this area already. I do see some sand over there, so I want to go over there just to scope out the area. I don't want to go out to sea. That's the biggest thing I don't want to do. So I'm going to coast here just for a little. And we'll see what this brings us. So we'll just travel the coast and... So I did find this lovely little area, and over that way in that direction I saw a couple wolves in the tree lining with the birch forest just beyond that hill, which is perfect for me because I absolutely love working with birch. I really like this lake, and I feel like I can make... I just don't want to attract the mobs because it is still nighttime, and here comes the little baby zombie. Fantastic, great. I don't want to deal with you. Please leave me alone. Just leave me alone. Dang it. Ooh, okay. Stop paying attention to me for some reason. There we go. Okay, we're good. But yeah, you know what? Everything's in the cart. I'm just gonna stay here till morning, probably just offshore, and we will figure it out in the morning. I didn't want to wait around all night, so I just decided to go for a little stroll and see what else I could find. I found some pumpkins, which isn't that great. I'm going to throw... no, I'm going to keep that for now. But this is the land we are here to work with. We seem to already have food, which is a good source to start with. I want to... Wow, my music is a little loud in my opinion, so we'll just lower that. Anyway, we have food to work with. We have we have good ground to work with. I really like the layout of this land. I can see myself living here and building up our base. First thing I gotta do, though, is collect resources. So I'm gonna drop down my furnace, and I gotta get the furnace out of the boat, drop down the furnace and the crafting table, and unload some stuff before we actually go out and adventure into the world. So I will be right back with a lot more supplies, and we can start on that starter base, and then we can talk about what I hope to see happen to this series. So we're finally gathering resources. I ran across some iron, quite a lot, which I'm surprised about, which thankfully I needed. And then I end up using for shears in a minute. But we gathered resources till the pickaxe broke, and then we went to go collect some sheep wool for a bed because there was no way I'm not sleeping in the night anymore. But you'll see soon that when I was gathering resources, I didn't gather enough. So when building, I had to do multiple mine returns. And eventually I find a really large mine, but right now I don't think I caught footage of that, but we will definitely most certainly see and get back to past Dan. I've done a little clearing to get the area the way we want it to look. Currently, we're going to work with these 6 blocks, oak logs, birch logs that we're going to strip, birch planks, cobblestone, polished andesite, and oak leaves. That being said, we're going to start. I'm not going to build a huge structure because, like I said, this is just a starter home, and we have plans to expand it. But for now, let's just get to work. So what you're going to notice when I build this tiny starter home is 2 things. One, I forgot to mention a block, which is granite. And the second is that it's not what I first imagined my bases to look like. I'm going to build a little village to give you a heads up. And what I intended to build was this. Tudor homes. I really love the design. As a historian, it's quintessential and absolutely amazing, and I love it. But yeah, I wanted to give you a pre-hint to what was going to come in the future of future episodes. So that being said, I'm going to get back to the building, and you'll see what I ended up making. And there we have it. Our complete, not so perfect, home away from home as the sun is beginning to set, which is perfect timing. So, that being said, I think we are about ready to call it a day. I hope you really enjoyed your time here, and I hope you come back because there are many more adventures to be had.